Niche.
What is happening? It's the Niche Powercast, episode 378. That's right. Every time
You're
we say
right.
the word
I don't
niche,
know. Are you right on that one?
you guys got to take a shot. I don't know if I'm right anymore. I thought last week was 377.
Is there a niche counter?
I
think we have to have a niche counter.
We need to get a niche counter.
Would that be too niche to have a niche counter?
Oh boy.
We are starting off strong. I'm at 64 Josh, one of the hosts of the Nintendo Powercast. Nightcrawler's right up above me here. What's up, baby?
Hey, how's it going? Crawler coming at you.
Over here we got Johnny Bo.
What's up? I'm a niche content creator.
You are.
And Cheesy, what's happening?
What's going on, cheese curds? I got my blankie. I got a pillow. So anytime the Johnny Ebo starts talking, I'm just gonna take a little snooze.
Your pillow says game over. We do for all of you audio listeners only. It says Crawler coming at you behind Crawler right now. He built his own Lego like marquee. So
can we make a nice vignette of
Cheesy
sleeping?
Just all of a sudden.
He's already passed out. I love it. Well, let's see. A few things. We have a handful of podcasts that you guys can check out, and maybe a new one in the works. Do you want to tease it at all, Johnny? Do you want to tease it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have the name.
Okay.
I don't have an idea for when it's going to go live or who I'm going to talk to. I don't want to talk to myself.
Okay. So,
but
you guys may hear all four of us on a. You might hear all four of us on a new.
Yeah, you might,
on a new
at
show.
least for the first one. Well, no, you'll hear three of us. Cheesy's not invited.
Fine with me.
I seriously thought he was going to say Josh. It wasn't invited. I really thought
if you like multiverses, I'm thinking about starting a multiverses podcast. I got to be the first one. There's none out there. Don't take my idea.
You already registered the name. You're good.
Yeah, you're golden, baby. You're golden. I'll have to download the game before I can talk about it. I mean, no, I don't. Who are we kidding? Right?
Smash Bros. That's all it is.
Who are we kidding? Do I actually play games? Not really. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Say the name one more time.
The Multiverses Podcast.
That is SEO rich, baby.
I was gonna name it Into the Multiverses.
Yeah.
But I feel like that could just be the title of an episode.
There you go.
That's the first title of the episode. See, look, we already got a name.
Yeah, great. The first episode can just be me asking questions about the game that I haven't downloaded or played yet, and you can just fill me in.
Yeah.
I really hope that Marvel's not listening to this and they take that name for the multiverse saga. You know,
there already is one into the multiverse. There's a podcast called Into the Multiverse.
Oh.
So I was gonna piggyback off of their SEO and then have my own SEO.
Yeah, perfect. Love it. So there's one announcement, guys.
Niche podcast, all right? Sorry.
Very niche.
No, very niche. Very niche. We got the Bendu podcast, which is Star Wars. If you guys are into that, there is the Xbox Now podcast has been going strong again, and Halo Infinite is kind of slowing down because the game is just kind of slowed down. But we're still doing some community game nights, so we may end up just doing like one show a month on that one until things pick back up. So we're trying to figure that one out.
Content to even talk about it once a month?
I don't know. It's hard. We might have to get creative, and that's okay. That's okay. Speaking of getting creative, you guys, I launched a single. I talked about it in the episode that I just did with Who's Kyle, but it is available everywhere now. Spotify, Apple Music, all the places. You can just look up Until Today, and the song title is Nothing. And it's kind of crazy. A week ago, I sat down to come play. I sat in my office to play Halo, grabbed my guitar instead, wrote a song out of complete thin air and recorded at the same time, and then spent another 3 hours like that Friday night refining it, and then took it to my buddy who then mixed and mastered it. And it was like, it's some of the most fun I've had creating in such a long time. Like,
can we take a little sidetrack for a minute? I want to set the stage for how Josh shared this song with us. So we get a DM in our group message, and it's a link to a Google Drive, I think, right?
Yes.
And it's called Nothing.
That doesn't work well on mobile devices.
In it, and I immediately thought Josh was messing with us.
Why would you think that?
I thought
No
it was
reason at all.
But you should listen to it. I actually favorited it on Spotify. I'm following.
Hey, there you go.
So
there you go. And speaking of Spotify, you guys, if you are listening to this show on Spotify, you can actually watch it. The video gets posted there. And if you want to support the show just by listening, go and watch it on Spotify. If you want to support us any other way, we've got the patreon.com/Nintendo Powercast, where a bonus episode goes out every Thursday night, where we go off the rails. It is NPC wired.
It's mostly cheesy complaining about me. So
and
Josh and I just play games while they
we play games while those two duke it out. So if you want to hear how you guys can decide who wins each week, that's the new objective. Patreons, you guys get to tell us in the Patreon who won. We're going to keep a running tally of who wins and who loses. It's going to be fantastic. So
little vignettes, if you will, every week.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, I love it.
It's just for a niche group of people right now, but
it is, yeah. A very niche.
If
niche
there's
group.
any new people that are listening or watching,
Go listen to
idea.
last week's episode and then come back. Pause it right now. Go back.
We're 7 minutes into this thing and we haven't even gotten started yet.
No, but real quick before we do get started, Crawler, where can people find you and your content?
Best spot to find me is in the Discord, Twitter, and TikTok. Nightcrawler724. Nightcrawlers without the E.
Johnny Bo.
Johnny Bo everywhere: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok.
Yep. And you are streaming Multiverse.
I am streaming Multiverses. I will be streaming it on Saturday.
Okay.
Last Saturday, I streamed it for 7 hours because I cannot stop playing that game.
You were up at like 3 a.m. or something your time, weren't
you?
Yeah.
Yes. And crazy. I didn't want to stop.
Big Apple.
But I'm like, it was actually 4. It was actually 4 in the morning. And I didn't want to stop.
That's a good feeling. As a gamer, that's a good feeling.
It's a game that I'm actually not that bad at. And I'm having fun.
I mean, that's a pretty low bar for you to be not that bad at a game.
I know. I mean, I'm like, all right, so I was playing Mario Kart today. Oh, man. We're like down here. Multiverses is like maybe right there.
That little dig was from
way up here, though. I'm a master at Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, Cheesy texted me. He's like, "Yo, can you tell him it's a low bar?" I was like, "I got you." And Cheesy, where can we find and follow you?
You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, even though it's falling apart, but I'm still there. CheezyC64, CheezyC64.
There you go, guys. I'm N64 Josh everywhere, streaming on TikTok, the new Mario Kart tracks. We've been having a good time. I had a reel go viral on Instagram today. It really screwed up my notifications. I was like, I got to change this because this is obnoxious. Which was cool though. I mean, that's nice to see that kind of stuff working. You can also, if you're interested in the music, if you end up liking it, you can follow Until Today Band everywhere, including YouTube, which there's going to be vlogs. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this thing. Honestly, I've got the track is out now. The next step is I'm going to do an acoustic version. I'm also going to show people how to play it if they want. And it's just going to be a lot of different pieces of content. I'm going to do a vlog about the song because it's actually kind of some heavy stuff that like really affected my life from a very young age until a few months ago. So
until today, right? Until
today. Yeah, until today. There you go. Perfect. I love it. Right on brand. So Mario Kart 8 Wave 2 comes out.
It's out.
It's available. I'm gonna right off the bat. It is a 9 out of 10 for me.
Whoops,
it is a 9 out of 10.
Hold on.
if you guys are watching, you're seeing Crawler's. Is this a 200?
Blind 200cc run?
There you go.
I
I love
three-starred
this
it, too.
track. Seeing Donkey Kong on the Jumbotrons, I absolutely love it. But I will say for me, 9 out of 10. The only course that I feel like I'm a little bit disappointed with is Mario Circuit 3 from the Super Nintendo. And
the music though is so good on that course.
Music is on point. Music's on point on all of these tracks. Textures are on point. The only thing with that track is they added the Mario Kart Tour ramps to Calamari Desert after the second lap, and they didn't add any of those ramps in Circuit 3, which they do on Tour. So it was just it's a very straightforward track. It's flat. It's very much like playing the Super Nintendo, which I guess that is kind of a cool aspect of it.
There's some nice shortcuts with cut throughs and stuff, but
there's major shortcuts on that track. Like I've got some clips of me going, like, I think I had 4 mushrooms and it was like, yo, I just skipped major portions of this because you can cut through the grass and stuff. But it was just like after the Mario Circuit from GBA, where the whole part of the track is coming up with the hydraulics and you hit your, that kind of stuff I just loved. They didn't do anything with gliders here, which they did in some of the older, like in Mario Kart 7, the circuit, the different SNES tracks, you had the glider that would activate and fly you over certain things. It's probably the most basic course out of the batch. The bad aside, my word, the going back to Calamari Desert looks gorgeous. The
change in how you do the second lap is amazing. Going through the tunnel on the track.
Yes, absolutely loved it. And I've even the Snowland from GBA feels like it has so much life, and so. And I will say this, we're looking at Mario Kart Circuit or Mario Circuit 3 right now. I do love that it's like you've got so many elements to Super Mario Brothers in this. There's piranha plants and the different blocks that are.
I feel like it's better. It's better background visuals than just a bunch of Koopa Troopas floating there clapping for you or whatever. There's more variety. There's Yoshis and stuff jumping up and down. There's toads and piranha plants and all sorts of stuff.
I do think,
but yeah, the ramps would have been
end,
nice to have in this course.
Yeah,
the boost pad right at the end is kind of weird. Like it's the only boost pad.
And I think that's true to the original track.
Mm-hmm.
Like these tracks, but like the way they designed that corner right there. If you hit it just right with the mushroom,
There's a coin right there.
You can cut a lot. Yeah, you can cut a lot. So. And like Nate's saying here, I'm gonna throw this up. He said, and Servant has a good point as well. So let's see. There we go. My computer's going a little bit slow. It says Nate says it would be awesome to have the SNES circuit look super beat up with tarps and looking run down since it was such an old course. Kind of like Donut Plains 3, right? Donut Plains 3 is that way. Servant says. SNES Circuit 3 was my favorite track in Wave 2 because it was the perfect balance of nostalgia and new. So there you go. I mean, different strokes for different folks. But overall, like it's been so great having it. Really feels like a breath of fresh air. Coconut Mall now has cars that are doing donuts, right? Which again,
they're listening. They're listening.
There's no Mii's though. Where are the Mii's at?
There's no Mii's. Somebody said that they felt like they added more textures, but I don't feel like that is the case. I think everything still looks the same. But these tracks, to me, all feel like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks, and that makes me very happy going forward. If they have to take a little bit longer to add a little more polish to these things, by all means, right? That's totally fine by me. So, Cheesy, you've had some time playing with these things. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the only one that I didn't play was the SNES circuit. I think that they look great. I think Sky High Sundae, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Sky High Sundae.
I mean, I think Crawler said it last week. It looks like a Fall Guy course, but it still is super fun to play. And I just kind of feel like Nintendo is going to keep giving us surprises when it comes to these new waves, because I don't think any of us expected a new course. And I feel like if you're going to keep Mario Kart interesting, they have to do some new things. And maybe my expectations are too high, but this is their new Smash Bros, right? Like getting people excited about the DLC dropping. And the fact that they added a new course when we didn't even think that was going to happen, I mean, who knows what they may have planned.
For sure. I would say I think this Sundae map looks amazing. I love the look of it. I love that it's pretty different for most of our tracks, except for it's just kind of an uphill baby park.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a plain oval kind of deal.
Yeah, and my only gripe about it is I'm not really sure what they have for shortcuts, which is usually some of the most, like, that's what's kind of fun about going into a lot of these is finding the different shortcuts.
I think the Sunday's gimmick, being all anti-grav, is learning how to maximize your speed. Like there's those guardrails,
the spins on the railings,
in the town, and like your first inclination is, oh, I don't want to hit those because that might make me spin out or slow down. But they give you that little boost that you get when you hit other opponents.
And you can get sometimes 2 or 3 spins out of one railing too.
So I think that is how they're approaching the shortcuts. I don't know of any shortcuts. I know there's a spot where you can glide from like the wafers to like all the way down to like the blue area.
Right.
But that's a good course. I was happy about that course. I was worried when they announced it or when they showed it, but
some of those blind jumps on 200cc were a little nerve-wracking, especially when I hadn't played the course yet and I was kind of just trying to learn it as I was going super fast. How
was Mushroom Gorge on 200cc? Did you do that one yet?
Yeah, I have both 200cc Grand Prix in this B-roll.
If you go too fast on those mushrooms, you're missing it.
You can skip some of them, yeah. And there was actually a jump on Sundae that caused me to miss. Like, and that's been the case on 200cc a lot of times. It's learning when you want to boost off a jump and when you shouldn't on 200cc, because sometimes the speed does get a little out of hand, and you can't go just full metal all the way.
Is there a brake button? I don't think I've ever used.
There is a brake
button.
Yeah,
in this game.
You can
200cc. You kind of you learn to use the brake power slide.
You don't lose your boost when you brake, unless you come to a complete stop. But yeah, you can hit B. I don't know if you guys know this. You can also accelerate with Y if you want, which feels super weird.
Or forward on the second stick.
Yeah, forward on the right stick. Exactly. So, and then your brake is just to hold back on the right stick. That's a brake also. If you don't want to have to.
It feels weird though.
It really does.
I'm glad you're not cheesing it by putting the "don't fall off" thing on.
On 200cc? No,
yeah, on 200cc.
I have all 3 stars on 200cc with no assist.
I'm sure you're like one of the few that did it without the "don't fall off."
I didn't even think to turn that on.
I hadn't either, because what's the fun in that? Like, I don't like the "no fall off." Like, it feels so unnatural because
you can't take shortcuts.
Yeah, on 200cc, you can take some shortcuts without mushrooms.
It is fun though if you have a group of friends and you have that "don't fall off" option on, and then you have the automatic accelerator, and you just like let your character go without even like moving the controller or anything. And if you get an item box, then you hit the item, just so it knows like you're not just going idle. So it still thinks that you're playing. But when I would do that with my friends, we had Bean Boozled, and whoever got last would have to eat a bean.
Oh no!
it was just kind of, it was like kind of a horse race. You were rooting for your character, but you had no control over where they were going to finish.
That is a great game. You could also make a drinking game out of that.
Yeah.
So Cryptic here says, I will say the tour tracks this time around did not seem as impressive as Wave 1, like Ninja Hideaway in Paris, but the classic tracks are fun. I feel like the tour tracks are just as good this time around, personally. Like
I love Sydney. Look how much is going on in the Sydney track.
Sydney
right
is great. New York Minute didn't really do it for me.
I like the tour tracks because it's a different route every time.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they did that with Calamari Desert too. Like it changes your whole thought process, and especially playing this blind, like not knowing which way you were needing to go. Like there's big arrows on the course, but sometimes you come off a jump or something like that, especially on Sydney course, where the course takes like a hard right-hand turn into the park or whatever on the second lap after you're coming off the big jumps. It's like, wow, that's a hard right turn right away. And I like that it varies. I think they learned a little bit from, it is second lap. I was not ready for that.
That was on purpose.
Totally on purpose. But I feel like Tokyo wasn't the greatest use of that in the first one. I love Paris in the first wave. Ninja Hideaway, is that a tour course?
No,
yes. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a different version because it's not necessarily like the city ones specifically, but I've been enjoying the city ones, especially this time around. New York isn't as good as Sydney, I feel like, but mainly I think that's due to the limitations that it has.
I think it's cool. Like you get to go through the Opera House in Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
and in New York Minute you get to go through Rockefeller Center. So that's like, it's a nice little nod.
I don't know what you guys think, but my gut feeling is that the main like new thing in Mario Kart 9 is going to be multiple different lap tracks.
They're changing.
I think that's going to be the main, like their main shtick is going to be these tracks that can change. Now, what I really like Paris and New York, you can decide to go wide or stay. Like they have multiple, you can take multiple routes. And even on New York, what's weird, one time I played it, I found a shortcut. I didn't see that shortcut the second time, so I don't know which way I went in order to hit the shortcut.
In New York's a little confusing. I don't know which path is the shortcut and which one's the regular path.
Well, because one lap it tries to route you one way, and the other lap it tries to route you the other. But you can take either way both times. You just have to know when to turn.
Right. Yeah.
And Sydney has the ramp set up like the whole time as well, which I think.
And you go the other way.
You go the opposite way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're so well done. Like I feel like Wave 1 kind of prepared us. I've played quite a bit of Tour, but if I'm being completely honest, I don't even feel like I pay attention when I'm playing Tour because I'm just like, you don't really. There's not like a skill involved with Tour. It's just. Pay the most money for the best.
Wow, you just offended the 5 people that still play Tour.
Well, they're probably not listening.
It's a niche group, so you know.
It's a niche group of people. Oh, sorry, sorry, we don't have to care about a niche group of people. But what I was thinking, Cheesy was talking about, we don't know what to expect, and the update to Coconut Mall shows that they're listening to player feedback. What if they have some integration with Tour that if you unlock a cosmetic in Tour, you get it in Mario Kart 8? It would generate revenue on Tour as well.
I
don't know if people like it.
I literally just heard all the Nintendo fanboys' wallets all cry out, and then we're immediately silenced. No, yeah, it.
I don't even think it's that. It just.
I love it. I don't want him to do it, but I love it.
It just sounds like a lot of work. You know what I mean? to go from one.
Are you saying they're
Like-
lazy?
Well, I'm lazy.
Are you saying the players are
I
lazy?
don't think
Wow.
that I would do it.
I
I think
would.
it's cool.
There's some really good cosmetics.
Yeah, there are. But I don't know if I want to play tour just to get them, just to bring them over into Mario Kart 8. Like, if I'm not gonna have fun playing tour, then what's the point? Just to get the skins to show
Yes.
it off in the
Yes.
Well, and tour can feel like a chore because you have to
Yeah.
have the right cart and the right glider to get triple items, and if you don't, then you're not set up to really be in a winning situation. Because the items overpower the course because it is kind of almost autopilot. Just drift a little bit and wiggle your finger. It's not skill based racing. It's slot machine pulling and trying to get, if you have more quarters to put in the machine, then you get more items, and that's kind of how it is.
Or they could just stop supporting Tour and put the cosmetics in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe instead.
Did you ever hit that ramp right there, Crawler?
I did.
Okay, apparently you don't need a mushroom for it. I wasn't aware.
On 200, I didn't. I tried to do it on 150. I think you have to drift into it correctly to be able to do it.
Gotcha.
I was having trouble because I went back through before we recorded here, because this was like first thing when I got home today. But I've already done the mirrored and the 150, and I tried it on 150 and I wasn't having much success. So I think you have to like really drift into it to do it. But 200, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, gotcha. So this is on Snowland. If you guys are just listening to the audio, on Snowland, near the end of the lap, there's a ramp that you can hit for a shortcut. And if you want to see it, I have it on TikTok already. So we got a super chat from Servant 117. It says Cheesy won't play a game if he's not having fun, yet he loves Splatoon.
Oh damn! Wait a minute. Are they saying Splatoon's not fun?
That's exactly what they're
Oh
saying.
my god! I don't know if I can take this. I might just check out for the rest of the podcast. Just
There you go. Nap time. Game over. Get your game over pillow. It's game over, baby.
Splatoon's like not even in the top 10. Super niche title.
I don't want to hear this.
Oh.
You know what?
Oh my god.
I think we're done here.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
But I mean, overall, like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. Crawler, what do you give it for a grade?
8.5 out of 10. I mean, I think it's really good. I'm excited to see what they can maybe come up with moving forward. I wish they would be maybe a little more transparent as to what they're working on, as opposed to just like popping out and coming out in a week. Like,
yeah, they should probably have a direct or something.
Something that'd be nice, right?
I think it's funny that like even though they corrected the Shy Guy car moving in Coconut Mall, Nintendo is never going to admit that they were wrong or like, hey, we hear you. It was just more like, and we have this really cool update, and they know that we all are going to love it because it's what we were complaining about, but it's like they almost take the credit instead of saying like, hey, sorry, we were wrong, and this should have already been in there.
Was that even advertised? Was Coconut Mall even advertised by Nintendo?
They tweeted out about the cars
with
moving.
the Wave 2. Yeah.
That's right.
But even the cars moving, them adding it after the fact, it only kind of reiterates that Wave 1 might have been rushed, you know, like with the way it looks, and then seeing Wave 2 and how long it took, like they almost put like an extra month into it or whatever, you know, potentially is what we were assuming. That first wave, I think, will always be will always be like, okay. I was hoping when I was excited to jump back into like Choco Mountain and some of the other.
I can't believe I saved that right there.
That was wild. That was like
because that was a blind jump coming over those wafers on ice cream, and I had no clue where I was going.
Well, and even like we're watching the sky. What's the name of this one? The Sunday,
Sunday?
Sky High Sunday. Yeah, and like I kind of love that we now have two like dessert style tracks, right? Which
Yes.
is kind of just reminiscent of like Odyssey a little bit, and like I don't know. There's kind of a, if you think about like in Super Mario World, a lot of the names of the levels were like Vanilla Dome, and like they didn't necessarily have anything food related in the levels, but they were kind of named after them. Like I don't know. I kind of just this also like I kind of wish we were seeing some of the characters from like Delfino Plaza or something. They just seem like they would fit this aesthetic, right? Like just kind of seeing them dancing around or whatever. So, but yeah, Johnny, how about you? What do you give the overall score?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10, only because Waluigi Pinball does not have an original song. It's a remix of Wario Stadium, I think.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it was. That's how it's always been, right?
I don't know. It sounds just like Wario Stadium.
No, I think it is, but I think that's how it's always been.
Well, they should have made a new one.
So 6 out of 10 for you?
I said 8.
For a niche title like this,
okay,
I just wasn't
8.1.
Okay, oh, that's good.
Make
Thanks
Cheesy
for that.
happy.
Thanks for that point one. You kept him from falling asleep. Way to go.
Are we talking Pokemon next? Oh, Cheesy's got to rank.
Cheesy didn't give us.
Yeah.
Nobody like Cheesy doesn't even like this game.
It's true. No. Just to one up Johnny, I'll do a 8.2.
Great. The price is right.
I mean, I think it's great. I think that it's a new wave that I'll probably play for a week, and then I won't play Mario Kart until the next one. However, it gets me super excited for whatever is to come. And then after all of these waves drop, I mean, it's like a completely new Mario Kart. And so I don't know. I think that Nintendo has a lot up their sleeves, and we'll just wait to see what happens.
All right. Well, moving on to Pokemon here. Did you guys get up super early to watch the Direct?
Yes.
I actually forgot about it.
It's not that early.
I watched
for
it.
me.
I watched it at work, but
I have to work. I have a job.
I was really tired because I stayed up late to see the financials, and then I probably got maybe 4 hours of sleep because I can't remember when the financials came out. But then I was up.
It was like 3
pretty
a.m.
quick.
It was close to 3 a.m. my time, so it would have been
1 a.m.
2 a.m.
my time,
or 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, then I was up again for more Nintendo stuff for Pokemon. What did you guys think?
Well,
I mean,
at the very beginning, it was a lot of kind of the World Championships coming up. Oh god, I got YouTube ads. And then it was the World Championships or whatever coming up, and they're adding Unite, and they're adding Pokemon Go into the World Championships.
And Pokken Tournament's still there, apparently.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Is that really a thing though, to battle people in Pokemon Go? Like, is that a skill based thing?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It
it's
is.
It's very prevalent in the Pokemon Go.
All I see is people tap a screen. Is it just based on the Pokemon that you catch?
I don't
the
know.
luck of the draw of the Pokemon you catch?
They're all mechanics. I mean, I haven't played it, but there are definitely mechanics. It has the the rock paper scissors.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You want to swap out your type. You want to swap out your types. I get that, but like, it's not as.
I think it's a pretty niche part of the game.
Oh my god, that word, man, it just sneaks up on you.
If you guys are drinking, we're really sorry about we apologize to your liver right now for the niche drinking
But yeah,
game.
I mean, Pokemon
And that
Go
was
is-
Johnny calling Pokemon niche this time, not me.
No, I said that one mode. Crawler called the whole franchise niche. The highest grossing entertainment franchise Crawler said was niche.
It's niche to him, okay?
At Nightcrawler without the E.
But I mean, they highlighted Pokemon Unite in the 1 year anniversary event that they've had going on. They added a new event with this Pika Party.
I got my buff mosquito.
These graphics look good. Is this going to Xbox One?
They did up
those are the phone graphics, there, Josh.
This is on iPhone. This is the iPad version.
They did update the graphics from like when it originally released. It does look a lot better. Like the UI is very nice. It's clean. It's a clean looking game. It's better than
there's just still too many menus to go
stuff.
claim daily rewards on. Way too many menus in that game.
Yeah,
I agree. Is he really
it's a mobile game?
Is he really named Buff Mosquito? Because that's what I would have named him.
It's Buzzhole, so I don't know if that's any better for you.
I was like, I was
trying to be Josh. It's a buff mosquito.
I thought I had a future in naming Pokemon. I was like, it's happening.
Actually, the new Pokemon, the ones in Scarlet and Violet, seem like something that Josh might potentially name. Like there's the dog that is made out of dough, and the name is Fido. It seems like something Josh might come up with.
And the hog is named Lechonk, right? Isn't that what the
Lechonk? Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have called it pre-pizza or something, instead of Fido. Like,
Josh, have you been checking in on your Pokemon Masters on your mobile device?
Is this mobile? Is this mobile only?
Yeah. It's a 3-year anniversary.
Hang on, let me see. I'm gonna find out here.
I think that one's one of the more niche
iPhone
titles
already archived that for you. You have to re-download it.
I have Pokemon Duel. Is that what this is?
No.
Okay,
no.
One sec.
Masters.
I still
have
Cafe
Mix.
Rest in peace.
I did download Cafe Mix back onto my Switch. I think I had downloaded it when it originally came out and then deleted it when I found out it was touch only. But I played a little bit of it. Mewtwo has shown up. I have to feed him a lot for him to want to join my cafe, I guess.
What is this game?
I love the art style, and I think it's great how they try to get you to have all the Pokemon working for your restaurant, but like the gameplay is just keep swirling the screen, and it's like I don't know. What am I doing? Am I doing something? Or
they need to bring back Pokemon Shuffle.
Puzzle game, quote unquote, but it doesn't make much sense as a puzzle game.
Look at the adorable outfits, though. They're dressed as little chefs.
Yeah.
They probably charge you money for those. I'm assuming.
You feed them 4 times and they come work for you. It's indentured servitude for Pokemon.
Squirtle, that's like a baby Pikachu. I mean, that's all Pokemon is, indentured servitude.
Yeah, this game has never interested me whatsoever.
I have another Pokemon one of their very niche titles.
Does Pokemon Home count as a game? Because I have that. I also have Pokemon Smile. You guys have never seen anything like me brushing my teeth.
You know what? That gets my kids to brush their teeth for 2 minutes. I mean, I'll give it to them. They get excited about it. Half the time we don't have time to 2
minutes.
Then they want to take pictures with the phone, and it takes a whole lot longer to brush teeth with 3 kids doing Pokemon on one phone over the course of the time. But I mean,
I'm gonna start doing daily TikToks.
It does get them to brush their teeth.
Of me doing Pokemon Smile.
There you go.
Should. Yeah.
See if I can get something else that's not Mario Kart. So, yeah, I don't think I have that Pokemon game, guys. I feel like I've let everybody down. Wait, I have Magikarp, the game. Don't know what that
how
does.
come that's not getting an update? Are you kidding me? I'm still playing that on and off because I feel like I just have to get to the end of that dang game. that is
All right.
just about a Magikarp
What's
jumping.
the end? Do you evolve it into a Gyarados or something?
I don't know, but I feel like I need to find out.
All right, so we're watching the main trailer now for Scarlet and Violet. Did anybody else get the idea from watching this that the legendary Pokemon you're going to get a lot sooner than you normally get a legendary Pokemon?
I would assume
Yeah.
you get it right off the bat. Like
Yeah.
probably as soon as they tell you that you can explore the world.
So I had a conversation with somebody on Twitter because they also mentioned that. So I commented them back and said, does that ruin the excitement for you? Because normally, you meet the legendaries at the end. And they said, I mean, I think it makes it kind of exciting because it's changing it up. But also, this is an open world game. It's non-linear. So technically, what is the end game? So
Well,
I guess
maybe we'll go back to
storylines.
legendary birds, like where there were three in the original game to go
Mhm.
find.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean-
assuming that they'll have the non-box art legendary in the game at some point. Like Mewtwo or
right.
Eternatus or whatever the heck that thing was called. So I mean, they have the box legendaries. I'm assuming we'll have like some faux legendaries. Well, not faux, maybe mythicals.
Mhm.
I've always had the legendaries really early in the game.
Josh, can
Well,
you
that's
explain what the
people
difference
just give
between
them to you.
mythicals and legendary Pokemon is?
What?
Can you explain the difference between mythicals and legendary Pokemon?
Oh
Not
yeah,
a
dude.
chance.
No, you explained it to me the other day. Just tell them what you told me. Because I didn't know either, but Josh was all over it.
Please include names as well.
Well, Kung Fu Panda was mythical, and no, I have absolutely no clue whatsoever. But no, I mean, most of the times I'm streaming and somebody jumps in chat and is like, "Hey, do you want the legendary?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what that is." Sure. And then I play through the whole game with the legendary.
And one just breeds them all for us, and then we'll trade them to you.
yeah. So, I mean, that's going to be no different for me. It's how I've always played Pokemon, to get the legendary right off the bat from somebody in chat. I'm like, yeah, sweet. Thanks. I did have somebody tell me today they're going to name their shiny Pokemon after me. I was like, okay.
Very nice.
I don't name my Pokemon.
Neither do I. I'm like, no, they already have it. That's a Pikachu. Don't, unless you're going to put detective in front of it. That's it. Like,
Oh, don't bring that up. Man, where's Detective Pikachu Chapter 1 and 2 on Switch?
these are great ads. That we're
I know.
watching.
No, the sleep number is actually in the Scarlet and Violet game.
Oh, that's first like Mercedes and Mario
That's
Kart.
Pokemon Sleep right there.
Yeah. There it
So-
is. It's
So
here.
can anyone explain to me why the Violet legendary Pokemon gets to use their wheels, but the
It's past
Scarlet
and future.
so
I
wheels
kinda
don't work
like-
in the past?
I kind of like it. I understand. I mean, it is kind of weird that they put the wheels on the Scarlet legendary and not
Even
use
though
it.
it's a jet bike.
The way I'm seeing it as is maybe wheels were invented in the past, but they still don't understand how they work, so they don't know how to use them.
Well, yeah, and they were kind of cryptic as well, because they talk about 3 different tasks that you have out to do. You can go do the traditional Champions Road, 8 gyms, and then the Elite Four kind of deal. But then they were very vague on the 2 other kind of main story beats that you're going to have. And I think that ties in. That's got to tie in with the future and the past stuff, right?
I would think so.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I believe these 2 legendary Pokemon are going to end up in the Wave 3 Mario Kart, and we're going to get our first Pokemon track.
I hope so.
And
would be cool.
Pokeballs are going to get thrown into the item mix, and if you throw a Pokeball, it captures somebody and locks them up for a second, and they get stuck in it.
You're asking a lot.
Where is Pokemon Kart? Like for the most successful franchise or whatever. That's
That's
not
not a
niche.
bad idea.
Highest
apparently.
grossing entertainment franchise ever.
I think
Yep.
the kart games are just too niche to go with. That's like double niche. That's like doubling down on your niches. I just don't know.
Leave that to Chocobo and Final Fantasy. Like
Yeah, there you go.
kart games
or
are super
Garfield.
niche.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Hello
a kart
Kitty.
game. That was a rollerblading game, right? That's all I saw. It was
There's
just
Nic-
chocobos
there's a
on rollerblades.
Nickelodeon kart racer.
Yeah. Hello Kitty, Garfield,
Sonic.
Yeah. There we go. Crash.
Well, we
Look at
saw
that
some
Whooper.
new,
Look at the Whooper.
some new forms that are
Adorable. It's a new
specific
form.
to the new region. And then there's your dog dough.
Pre
or
dog
bread,
dough.
bread dog. Bread
It's
dog.
it's pre pizza. It's just its evolution. Like then it's like the next one's like tossed dough, and then the last one is like pizza dog or something.
So, Cheesy, you still going Quaxley all the way, right?
So, I mean, I feel like I have to because I made comments of like how you guys just decide on the final evolutions and how you buy both games, and it just seems like you just are taking the fun out of it. So I feel like I need to
I always
stay.
choose a fire Pokemon. Like there's no.
Well,
I
so
don't
I
think about it. I don't
usually
care what it looks like.
I usually choose fire, and Fuecoco like has a great personality. He's a pepper, and I love spicy foods. So I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth right now if I want to choose Fuecoco or Quaxley, but I think I'll
Here's
probably
what you could
just
do.
stick with
Elvis
Quaxley.
Duck.
You could get both versions
Nope.
and get Fuecoco in one, and then Quaxley in another.
Nah, I'm good.
Or
Or you can just start the
just
game.
hang out
You can just
in
start the
my
game
chat.
4 times and trade it a bunch, and then have all 3 at the start. That's what I usually do.
just hang out in my chat.
Can we talk
And
about how
Antoine
dumb
will
the new
hook you up.
mechanic looks?
Wait,
Like-
is Gigantamaxing all gone? Is that what that was
Yes.
called?
Yeah, it's gone.
Dynamax?
So now we have.
So this is the new
What's it called? Terrestrializing.
terrestrializing. Yeah, turns him into a
But-
chandelier.
Yeah, I just want to know if like all fire Pokemon are going to have a chandelier on their head, and if Chandelure, the Pokemon, which is a chandelier,
Uh-huh.
is going to also have a chandelier.
On top
On
of a
its head.
chandelier.
Ooh, that's a lot.
That's Inception.
that's
That's
Inception
a lot, that's a
stuff
lot of
right there.
chandeliering.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest looking. I think it's fine. It doesn't like bother me too much. The interesting part of it is that your Pokemon can change type in the middle of a battle.
Certain Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not all Pokemon?
Not all Pokemon change. Like
certain Pokemon.
some,
They
They
said
said
like
find
they
the
talk
rare
about
ones.
like Pikachu can change into a flying type.
Mm-hmm.
Eevee, like generic
With the
Eevee,
pre-order.
can change into some different elemental types, but they don't all change.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean,
every
either-
Pokemon can terrestrial or whatever it's called can turn into a diamond.
Oh, okay.
How does Pikachu fly? Does he get wings?
He gets balloons.
Red
Oh
Bull?
my God, Josh! Where have you been?
It was just
Where
on the
have
screen
you been?
just a
There's
little
been
while ago.
flying Pikachu for 25 years. There's been surfing Pikachu for 25
Yep.
years. Or 20. What year is it? It's 25, right?
Surfing Pikachu came out in what? Pokemon Yellow?
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah. Because you
I
got
knew
surf
that.
with it.
You had to trade Pikachu into Pokemon Stadium to get Surf, right?
I don't remember how you did it. I just know
I don't
there
remember.
was a surfing Pikachu.
Yeah, the first time I saw surfing Pikachu was in Pokemon Snap and flying Pikachu. So I think I was a little behind.
But you could get flying Pikachu with the pre-order. So there you go.
So there was another conversation that was brought up on Twitter about how these 2 copies, that Pokemon does with every game except for Arceus, I guess, is just a cash grab. And is it even necessary? Because you could just have the start menu say, do you want to start a Scarlet save file or do you want to do a Violet save file? And I get that it's like kind of a camaraderie thing where it's like, oh, I'm Team Scarlet and I'm Team Violet. But like,
For real?
we're going to be talking about financials, and it's no wonder why Pokemon is taking over the top 10 best-selling Switch games. I get that it's the biggest media company or IP company in the
entertainment
world.
franchise. Get it right, Jesus.
All right, entertainment franchise. But it's like you don't need the 2 copies.
Yeah, you do. Arceus didn't break the top 10.
It didn't. I mean, I get that, but like,
It's also a tradition now. They've been doing 2 versions since inception.
sure. Since inception.
And money. Yeah, red and blue.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the movie.
Since
and I was
franchise.
Oh
oh,
no. Since the first iteration.
yeah.
Well, I mean, they did away with the 3rd versions. So there you go. There's your non-cash grab.
There's no bigger cash grab than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Let's be real here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's put Ultra in front of the name. It's still the same game.
I get it. And I understand like how it's just tradition. But it also just you don't see that with like Mario games. You don't have like a Mario version and a Luigi version.
That'd actually be really cool.
The
I'd buy
Wii U
both.
you did. Super Luigi U and
Yeah.
Well, all right, I guess.
that was one
That's a
that
little
was
different.
that was still a full I think it was a full game, right? It was just
It was.
Yeah.
and it was sold as DLC if you wanted it, but
Yeah.
So real quick before we get into financials, I feel like I think Johnny, you had mentioned I kind of called this, right? I'm gonna play a lot of Tetris 99 this weekend, like because I checked. I don't have any of the themes that are coming back. So starting tomorrow, 8/5 Friday, you're gonna have to really grind it out each day. It's not a whole weekend, but there's gonna be 6 different rounds running all the way through Wednesday, the 10th of August. So the themes that you can get is Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, Miitopia, Mario Super Rush Golf, Zelda Skyward Sword, WarioWare Get It Together, and Metroid Dread themes for Tetris 99. So you have one day each day to get your 100 points, and so just win Tetris Maximus 6 different times, and you get it right away.
super easy to do.
Super easy. I've done it once.
Financials.
The fun
And they
stuff.
were kind of stingy with the financials this time around, weren't they?
When you say stingy, what do you mean?
Like they were just like, here's your top 10, you don't get anything else.
They talked about Kirby.
There was some new stuff. I don't have the new stuff. I
They
think
said,
up and ready to
"Screw
go.
you, Metroid. Nobody cares about your sales anymore."
Makes me
I
sad.
think for the past couple of times we've had financials, they've stopped doing numbers for any game that's below the top 10.
And I'm on
Which
a Nintendo podcast.
I think top 10 is going to get a shake up here in just a little bit, but
It was Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
well, and
That's literally
Arceus will get in there. I think Diamond.
We don't know what Arceus is at, right?
We'll
We
get to
don't
the
know.
games here in a little bit, but important threshold was crossed. Over 110 million units of the Switch have been sold. We're at 111.08 million units sold, which I mean, what's the PS2 number
It's like
total?
104. Oh,
150, right?
I think it's 150.
They got a ways to go, but they're cruising still. So
Just release another Switch iteration.
that's all you got to do.
Switch
or
OLED.
actually sell the Splatoon OLED to us.
Yeah. Where are the pre-orders?
Sorry, Cheesy. I didn't mean to bring that up already.
It's okay. It's probably going to happen next week.
Scrolling down to the bottom of the top 10 games sold, Ring Fit went up, I think, just under 500,000 units. I think the potential is here for Ring Fit to leapfrog both Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee and Diamond and Pearl. And
Just gotta get monkeypox to ramp up a bit.
But I feel like
Dude,
I
I'm
feel
sorry.
like-
That's bad.
I feel like Pokemon's gonna eat themselves a little bit, because Let's Go has not been probably selling very much in the last little bit. There's been 4 different Pokemon games that have come out since Let's Go, and Diamond and Pearl probably peaked at what they sold initially and aren't going to probably move a whole lot more units. I think Arceus is going to come onto the board here in a little bit when Violet and Scarlet will be viable. I think next financials we get, right?
No.
No.
So we have two more financials to get through.
Yeah.
But I mean, Arceus, I think, will definitely be on this list if Ring Fit can continue to sell and these 2 Pokemon games stagnate a little bit, which I think they probably have. I think Ring Fit can jump up and Diamond and Pearl maybe will stay on, and Arceus will come on, and Let's Go will fall off a little bit. I think it's a tragedy that the inferior Mario Party is on here because everyone bought it.
We don't even know what Super Mario Party, the Superstars
what
sold,
Superstars
right?
sold, and that's the thing. Super Mario Party tainted that name, and so people, the Super Mario Party is the inferior version. Yet
it's
it
still
sold
selling though, because
18 points because people don't know what they're looking for.
Because that was in the set. That maybe that was the ploy all along. You know, they just want to get people to buy that game.
Is the power of brand.
Yeah,
it is the power of nostalgia.
Odyssey
Mario Party hasn't really been good since like Mario Party 3 or 4, right?
Oh, no.
Well, that's what makes Superstars so good. It takes
Superstars
advantage of the good ones. I mean,
remember 9 when you had to like play with everybody?
Get in a car?
That was so amazing. That one was really good.
Remember 5 or 6?
6
Didn't one have a microphone?
6 was good because that was the mechanic of nighttime, daytime, right? I feel like that really like switched it up.
Honestly, I fell off after it went off the 64.
I played 4 a lot. I remember 4 being good. And I think 8 might have been good on the Wii.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't remember them. You don't remember them. You remember the first 3.
Yeah.
You don't remember.
The very first one like got a lot of love and also
ruined a lot of hands.
Ruined the palms of a lot of hands, you know.
I'm waiting for Super Mario Party 2.
No.
Oh goodness.
Super Mario Party. Stop that. They'll just make DLC.
Odyssey's sitting at just under 24 million.
24 million and no DLC.
Mm-hmm. And no announced sequel or anything.
24% bought that game. Super niche.
I mean, if you want to go down that route, you were saying Mario and Zelda are, not niche.
What?
I know you're joking. I know you're joking, but it is surprising that Mario
is The Last of Us niche.
How many million has that?
No, they sold like 20 million of the first. And then
they're going to sell more.
Million.
They're going to sell more here in a couple of weeks when they.
It's like their flagship IP. That's not niche.
But less sales than Odyssey.
Yeah, it's more niche than Odyssey. Yeah. No, Last of Us is a lot more niche than Mario.
Okay, all right. I'm just curious how your mind works. I'm trying to understand.
No, the one that's really interesting. We'll get there in a minute. But somebody said Animal Crossing is super niche, and it sold almost 40 million copies.
Mm-hmm.
We got to determine what the word niche means, right? I think we got to have a whole podcast.
I don't even think we know what it means. We're just kind of throwing it out. But Breath of the Wild, Smash Bros, Animal Crossing, and Mario Kart are all coming up on like big milestones. They're really close to hitting the next like big hit.
Josh, go buy some more copies.
of all of them?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, I think I actually gave away my copy of Animal Crossing. Like, I sold it So I have to buy another. I don't have a physical copy of Animal Crossing right now, so that'll have to happen. And I think one of my copies of Mario Kart 8 physical went away too. So,
So, and you know what they're gonna do this year
this year.
for the holiday? They're gonna bundle Animal Crossing and Happy Home Paradise. They're gonna re-release it,
As a physical?
yeah, as a bundle. They might even do it with Mario Kart. That's what I would do. If they really like Mario Kart's gonna hit 50 million eventually, probably in a year, less than a year maybe. But if they want to,
Mario Kart will hit it at Christmas because they'll bundle it again in the with a Switch. Right, every year Mario Kart for the last like 2 or 3 years has been bundled with a Switch for $300.
well, even this past quarter, was it March? No, it's April, May, June. It sold 1.4 million copies, just like in the random first quarter. So,
yeah,
in the third quarter or whenever the holidays hit, it's going to sell 4 or 5 million probably.
Well, and then once all the DLC is done, we were talking about it on my TikTok stream today, that they'll more than likely sell a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Complete, that you can buy for, I would assume $60, right? So you get it's a bargain, and
I just don't. I don't know if they will. I know that makes the most sense to like keep that name going.
but we're talking about
Nintendo. Haven't they done it in the past?
I don't think so, because like when you look back at Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, they didn't release another one. I mean, I know it's the Wii U, but like they didn't release a whole new Mario Kart with all of that. They just released Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with all the new DLC and
so on
added
Switch 2, we're getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah,
Deluxe,
there you go.
Deluxe.
That's the way to do it.
Switch 2 will be Mario Kart 9, but it will also be the transition game, like Breath of the Wild, like Twilight Princess, that will be playable on both systems and probably cross platform. Yeah, that's my guess, because now you're talking about by the end of the Switch's life cycle, depending on how many more years we have, 180 million potential Switches out in the wild, and then they launch the Switch 2.
How many Switches you buying, Josh? Jesus.
Depends how many Splatoon pre-orders come available. So yeah, like it. Oh, Cryptic asked the question. He says, "What comes out first, Mario Kart 9, GTA 6, or Elder Scrolls 6?"
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm of the mind that Mario Kart 9 is like
done.
It's done.
That's where my head is. I'm like, they're just like, we are not moving this title. You just keep on polishing, keep on adding more tracks, keep on adding more content, or they're just letting it sit on the shelf.
Hundreds of millions of dollars on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that is no, there's not. I'm assuming there's not that much cost in making the DLC, so that's essentially all profit.
I've had a number of requests for my the couples the guide to beating your partner at Mario Kart is a strategy guide that I was going to write, and I've had a number of people that are like, we need this in our life. So so stay tuned. The how to beat your partner at Mario Kart is coming very soon. What do we got here, Crawler?
This was just this last quarter, I think, right? Isn't that right, Cheesy?
Yeah,
because I know you had posted this. So Switch Sports has sold 4.84 million units. Strikers is just under 2 million. Kirby had didn't Kirby come out of the gate right at the end of the quarter, right?
Yeah, it sold 2.5.
So it sold initially something, and then this quarter sold 1.88 million.
Yeah, it's
units.
over 4 million now.
Yeah,
it's like the fastest selling Kirby,
and by a landslide, and by most units by a long.
It's not the most selling yet.
It's not. I thought
it
was.
Dreamland.
Adventure,
I think is
the Game Boy one, the first one.
Yeah,
Kirby Lost in Dreamland, or
just Kirby
it will
Dreamland.
be though.
Yeah,
it will be
for sure.
But the surprising thing here, maybe not, I guess, with new Mario Kart tracks is 1.5 million units sold of Mario Kart.
I guarantee you the reason that game sells so well is because the world is opening back up. People go visit somebody and they're like, "Hey, let's play Mario Kart," and then they gotta go get it right. You know, it's too much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also that it's just Mario Kart. Everyone knows what Mario Kart is and how to play. And
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not a niche title.
That's correct.
Well, I would say that the success of the past, like the success of Mario Kart Wii,
Mhm.
right? The amount of younger people that come into my TikTok stream, and I ask the question constantly. Like when my stream spikes in numbers, I'm always like, "What's your favorite Mario Kart?" And a lot of times, Mario Kart Wii is that answer because, as you guys probably just listened to the episode with Kyle, his very first game, Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah.
30 million. There's some 30 million copies of that game out there in the wild. That's a massive, massive number. And the people
I thought it was higher than that. Isn't it higher than that?
I mean, I can look it up. I thought it was 30, but
Servant's comment's great here though. The shocker for him is that Mario Strikers has almost 2 million in sales and only 12 active players.
I'm not surprised it sold 2 million. I think over the course of these past episodes, we said it was going to sell 2 or 3 million. And I just did it math on my calculator here on the Switch. And 2 million copies is $120 million in revenue. There's no way that game costs 120 million to make. That is
not
90% profit on that.
It barely costs $1 million based on the content.
Wow, that's at Insects.
They tweeted about the season 5 or whatever.
The game's 5 weeks old
of the clubs, yeah. And I said, people still play this game, and somebody replied yes, and it got like 5 likes. So there's at least 6 people.
Ratioed. You got ratioed.
I did get ratioed by 5 people, but there's at least 6 people out there playing. Okay.
I put it in and played when they updated it for a couple characters, but that's all I did. I've not played that game online. I really haven't because it doesn't.
Mine is open. I wasn't sure.
The other thing that was in that financial report that is not like super important, but they said that Kirby's Dream Buffet is to be announced, but it is within the slot of what are we in, June to September. So
Q3.
I mean, like,
what is it?
Yeah.
It is a summer.
Yeah, it's a summer game, is what they said. So, do we think it's coming out this month, or is it coming out next month?
It should come out this month. They don't really have anything, right? No first party. Splatoon's next month.
Mario Kart, people will probably be playing for a week, and then what?
Like
the next?
Said.
Yeah.
So next week we'll get Dream Buffet.
We're an hour and 10 minutes into this, and I haven't even talked about Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Oh yeah.
Let's save it for next week when we've all played it.
Yeah. You actually gonna play it?
I winked for you audio listeners. I will play it. I will start it this weekend.
Cheesy, you've been playing Live Alive. How are you cruising through that?
I'm on the last chapter. So
last vignette or last chapter?
Last chapter.
Okay.
Is the last chapter a vignette?
So they've all combined together then?
I haven't started it yet, but yeah, they should be. Yeah.
You guys are playing Captain Planet?
Yeah. It's real fun.
I like it.
I fell off on. I need to go back, but mainly because I'm 11 hours into. I'm 11 hours into Xenoblade now. It's like,
Josh,
I do want to finish it. The Shinobi chapter. The Shinobi chapter kind of has me less psyched on it on Live Alive. So maybe I need to go try a different one and come back to that. But the whole play passive or kill everybody kind of thing, and I'm against a locked door that I don't know where to go find keys for. And I know you can play it passively, but I just don't know what I'm looking for. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Josh, I have a game that you should play.
Okay.
It's called Digimon Survive. It's a visual novel.
You bought 3 giant ass games last week.
I'm not gonna play Digimon. I played an hour, and oh my god,
you can't talk about it. They asked you not to talk about it.
It's not a spoiler to say that you're reading 99% of the time.
Oh god,
it's a visual novel.
I don't know if you guys saw this tweet today, but Monster Hunter has a digital event for the title update for it's on August 9th. And it looks like Sunbreak digital event August 9th, 2022. So for title update number 1. So we're going to get more news on that front as well, which again is a game that we should all be playing together. And
I feel like there's a lot to play on Switch right now. Like,
no, there can't be a lot to play on Switch because like a month ago we were like, there's nothing to play and we're all a bunch of angry old men.
Now there's a giant 150-hour JRPG to play and a 25-hour JRPG and Digimon Survive reading option, I guess.
And Pokemon Cafe got updated.
And
so that's
Tetris
ours.
and Unite and
I mean, there's nothing coming out in September, so that's good.
Okay, we're done here. We're done.
when are we getting? Are we getting a direct for that? We got to be, right?
No direct.
Yeah.
They're like no marketing.
They're just gonna do Twitter tweets and video straight to YouTube.
They've listened to this show. They want to make sure that Johnny's right.
They don't want to put any marketing into it. It's too niche. It's too niche.
I will say the music that Cheesy posted today that they tweeted about, that it slaps pretty hard.
Yeah, it's a headbanger. There's some metal in it.
What was the lyrics? Ink no more, just blood and gore, something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's they got Rammstein like doing the soundtrack for Splatoon. Wow, Servant says directs are only for big releases, not Splatoon.
If you got this far, you know what you got yourself into. We need your biggest trolls towards Cheesy.
Oh my god. Why?
Just come at him on Twitter. Just come at him on Twitter.
Add him at Twitter. Send him comments.
Especially all those Splatoon videos that he posts on TikTok. Really go blow up those comments.
Just all right. I have
free engagement, Cheesy. Free engagement.
I have an idea. For everybody listening, just comment on Cheesy Splatoon video. This is niche. And watch what happens.
His next video will be him with his game over pillow.
Just sleeping on everyone.
Every person that types that Splatoon is niche, he's gonna do a video reply of him just sleeping, like out cold. So, guys, if you want to see this fight continue between Cheesy and Johnny, make sure to sign up for the Patreon. Patreon.com/Nintendo Powercast. We're going to wrap it up right here. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here with us live. We're doing this on YouTube, 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Eastern. You guys are the best, and we will see you in the next one.